All right, go ahead.
All right. Awesome. So welcome, guys, to the first night of the March Coach Basics group. I got to know a little bit of you guys earlier today from the post. Thank you for those of you that were actually engaging and shared with me your favorite trainer and some of the funny lines from the one-liners that we have in that favorite video of yours. So some of those were pretty funny and we had some laughs going. So it was nice to get to know all of you first off the bat. And I look forward to learning more about each and every one of you. I'm really excited for this group. This is, the third group that we've run this year, and they've all been very successful. Everybody's learning some of the basics of coaching and really starting to grow their business just by engaging in the assignments daily that we'll be giving to you throughout the course of this next 6 weeks. So I just want to start off by saying that you guys have a really amazing opportunity by being in this group. There's going to be so many leaders from Swarm that are in this group that are going to be helping, giving their tips. We have Tommy Migrant, our Swarm leader, who is going to be leading our call tonight. So some tips just from starting off in this group, if I could just give some to you guys really quick. I just encourage you to be you, be open, be coachable, be teachable, and just be passionate about whatever the reason it was that brought you to this group in the first place. Maybe you were invited by somebody, maybe it was your upline coach to join this group because they saw some kind of potential in you. Or maybe you just took it upon yourself to reach up and to learn more because you have your own personal reasons for wanting to grow your coaching business. Whatever that reason is, it is up to you solely to engage in the content that is going to be provided within this group and to really just take ownership of it. And the more present you are, the more that you're going to learn. So I definitely encourage everybody to be actively engaged in the group and the assignments as they're being posted. It's not a babysitter's club. Everybody shows up here for their own reasons, and it is your responsibility to show up and be there. So like I said before, there's some amazing leaders from Swarm on this page that are going to be offering up some really great tips on how to grow your coaching business. Like I said, one of them is Tommy Migrant, the Swarm leader. We have I can't stress it enough, how much of an opportunity we have to have Tommy leading us and building this group for us because as most of you know, Tommy is one of the top coaches in all of the network of the coaching industry. And he's been a 2-time top 10 coach among the network. He's been awarded the Leadership Award in 2012. So we have a really, really great opportunity to learn from him. So Tommy?
Yeah, thank you. So I always blush when people try to talk me up. I mean, quite honestly, Liz is she's one of our top producers month in and month out as a coach. She started coaching a couple years ago. She's actually become a really close friend. Her and her husband and her twins have become friends. Like many of you, she's a mother. She had a full-time job prior to this and was just consistent with the business for a couple years. And now she's able to do coaching full-time, which wasn't really her goal when she first started, but over the course of a couple years, that's what it became. And so just to let you guys know a little bit before we get into tonight's material, just to let you guys know my story a little bit and sort of, who you're going to be learning from. Like she said, there's going to be so many great people who have been doing coaching for a while. And so I don't know what your expectation was coming in. I know when I first started as a coach, it was back in April of 2008. I had lost about 100 pounds with P90X. So I started out as a big fat guy that just picked up a program and just started doing push-ups and sweating his way through the P90X workouts. At that time, I didn't want all the extra stuff. I didn't want to be a coach. I didn't want recovery drink. I didn't want protein bars. I didn't want any of that stuff. I just wanted to just start working out. So I started that way. And about 6 months later, after I started working out, decided to become a coach. And never knew how much that choice to become a coach, how life-changing that was going to be for me. First of all, for my accountability when it came to my own fitness. And many of you are like me. You started out just falling in love with the programs, doing the programs, got excited about the programs, and that's why you've decided then to step up and become a coach. Well, I was much the same way. I came in as a customer, just like all of you, decided to become a coach in April of 2007. I was the first coach on this team, which we now have just under 3,000 coaches across the nation. You guys are a crew of the newest coaches that we've now added, and we want to make sure that we get you up to speed on all of the best practices that we've worked on developing over those 6 years, to try to keep the guessing game out of it for you. I know in home-based business, I don't know if you guys have ever done a home-based business. If you're like me, this is the first time you've ever tried to do a home business. I've never done it before. I never thought I'd be doing it full time. When I signed up to be a coach, I just figured, if I could make a few $100 a month, help a few people, and earn enough money to pay for my fitness habit, that would be great. That would be fantastic. And so that's where I was when I first started as a coach. Little did I know that 6 years later, we would have a team of 3,000 coaches. My wife and I would be enjoying a mid-six-figure income from this. We're able to travel the world. It's given us a lot of freedom. It's also just given us a ton of fulfillment when it comes to just helping other people, whether it's helping them lose weight or helping them get started as a coach. And so quite honestly, I don't have to be here. I'm going to make money this week. I mean, I've built a big enough team that I'm going to make money this week, whether or not I show up. My incentive to be here tonight really is just to pay it forward to you guys. And you guys are the new people, and you guys have dreams of your own. You have desires of your own, whether that's to help people, whether that's to make money, or whether it's just to pay forward this mission that we have with Beachbody. And I want you to write this down, because I believe this is the core of who we are, okay, as coaches, and this is our mission. So I want you to write this down. The Beachbody mission, okay, and this is our mission statement. Our mission is to help people achieve their goals and live a healthy, fulfilling life. And that's a mission that no matter what you do, no matter how well you do or how many roadblocks you run into as a coach, you can always come back to this mission and just simply ask yourself, are you staying true to that mission of helping others? And as long as we keep others at the core of what we do as coaches, then there's no right or wrong in what you're doing. But that is our mission, is to help others achieve their goals and live a healthy, fulfilling life. And so you guys have joined one of the best teams in the network. I mean, our team has been recognized network-wide out of 150,000 coaches for having some of the top performers. A lot of what the network does and a lot of what you're going to learn in this boot camp. So the boot camp that we're running is taught throughout the entire network. And we're gonna show you our challenge group system. It's basically a system. How many of you know that just like P90X is a system, and if you follow that system, you're gonna get results, right? You guys understand that. But if you screw with it and you don't follow the system and you try to pick and choose whatever workouts, your results probably aren't gonna be as good. And you're going to get frustrated because you're not losing the weight, or and that P90X system is, and we all understand this from the fitness side. I mean, it's more than just doing the workouts. It's also the nutrition, right? It's also taking your pictures and measurements and all of the things that keep you accountable and keep you tracking, maybe, counting your calories, things like that. And so as long as you follow that system, you're going to get results. Well, it's the same when it comes to coaching. Many of you have never ran your own business. Many of you have been an employee for other people. You've never ran your own business. You've never went out and had to, build a team of people or build a group of people. And so we want to show you throughout the next 6 weeks, the system that we use. It's the system that I use. In fact, the entire network uses it. And our team had a great influence in the system developing. And we're going to go down through some of those basics. So that's the first thing I want to tell you is this. The system you're going to learn, it is what works. And I promise you that it works, okay? You may not be perfect with it at first. You're going to need to be a little bit humble and teachable. We're going to be introducing you to some different people skills, some different promotion skills, things of that nature, and teaching you some new things. How many of you, when you first started your regular job, your JOB, right? The first day you walked in, you did not know everything, and you were kind of trying to just figure things out, right? You know what I'm saying? And so it's no different with coaching, but in your job, a year later, you really had all the basics down, right? And you could do that job. You didn't have to have somebody over your shoulder watching you or teaching you. You could just do it and perform it. Well, it's the same with coaching, okay? You're not going to be perfect at this at first. I mean, guys, it took me really two years. The first 6 months in the business, I made like maybe $500 in 6 months, right? The first 6 months, I had a bunch of zeros. It was like 0, 0, 0, 0. I didn't like go out and just blow up my rank or anything like that. I had no idea what I was doing. I was just enthusiastic about the programs and really just kind of out there vomiting my enthusiasm all over everybody. But I didn't know how to run a business or build a team or do any of those things. And so that's when I decided to start learning. We didn't have a system like this to train us back then. This has been developed over time through trial and error. And we're now to the point where we are confident that what we're going to show you really is the right steps, and it's the right things that are going to help you succeed. Now if you looked at my last 6 months, in the last 6 months, I've probably made like $200,000. So you look at my first 6 months, 6 years ago versus my last 6 months. And really it was the development of this system that has helped us have that kind of success. All right. So this is what you guys can expect. I want you to write this down, what to expect, because you guys are all coming into this call. You're coming into this group and you're going, I'm not really quite sure exactly what to expect, but I'm going to do it anyway. And I love the fact that you guys have shown up. I do know this, that at the end of the day, when the 6 weeks are over, I think we have around 65 new coaches that are going to be going through this program. And like Liz said, it's the coaches who really engage. You're going to show us really kind of where you're at with this by whether or not you're showing up, right? How many of you know that if you didn't show up to do your workouts, you probably wouldn't get very far in your fitness, right? It's the same with coaching. It's the same thinking, just applied to coaching. That if you don't show up to, push play on coaching, then you're not going to get very good results. And you guys could all agree. Well, just like, nobody's going to show up in your living room and force you to push play on your workout. I'm not going to show up in your living room and force you to push play on coaching. You guys are all grown boys and girls. You guys understand that you're going to get out of it what you put in it. But you do have a 6-week opportunity right now to just get going in the right direction, get started on the right foot, learn what you can. We're going to try to keep it as simple as possible, so it's not going to be extremely difficult to learn the stuff that we're going to be teaching you. But it's going to be extremely valuable. So for the next 6 weeks, so from today through mid-April, so you got a month and a half here. For the next 6 weeks, there's going to be a daily assignment in that page, in that Rock the Basics page. And those daily assignments, literally, guys, they're like, some of them are like 3 minutes long, some of them 15 minutes. It's not like we're asking you to do 3 hours of work a day. We understand that you're busy. We understand that you have families and jobs and households to run and friends to hang out with. And hopefully, once you're done with us, you won't be watching as much TV because you'll be spending more time doing what we do as coaches. How many of you know that you could probably turn that damn TV off a little bit and maybe not watch as much of that? And so for the next 6 weeks, you're going to have that daily assignment, right? And in those daily assignments, you're going to be learning a small piece of what we do as coaches, right? How many of you can do a 5 to 15 minute assignment every day? Just check in every day, write your comments, learn what you have to learn, maybe reflect with yourself or friends or with the group, and just contribute. Be a contributor to the group. The more you do that on a daily basis, the more you're going to get out of this. Our leaders will be in there, whether it's me or Tina Osborne or Jen Marshalik or Liz Bellini, or there's going to be, there's actually a couple handfuls. You guys are so lucky to have, you've got like 7 to 10 people who have been doing this for a year or more and have had great results and are succeeding and are making money and are helping people and doing it the right way, the way that we're going to teach you. So they're all familiar. They've been through this boot camp. They're familiar exactly what we do. So it doesn't have to be me answering your questions all the time. All of us do the same thing. And many of them are having greater current success than what I am, to be honest with you. I know we had, many of the ladies that are in this group right now, last month, just totally, it was amazing how many people they helped last month. It blew my mind. And I'm like, damn, I've never even helped that many people in one single month. So you guys are really fortunate to have access to them. They're volunteering their time, to be honest with you. Many of you aren't in their direct group. And so you may be getting helped by someone that will never make a dime off of you. And that really comes back to our mission, right? Our mission is to what? Help people. Well, our leaders are in here volunteering their time, and we're doing this as a large group together with you. So those daily assignments, you're going to be accountable. I'm going to leave it to you to hold yourself accountable. I'll be checking in with some of you and saying, hey, where you been? As will some of the other leaders. But we want you guys signed up for this. It's a 6-week thing. It'll come and go like this. I promise you. How many of you know that 6 weeks comes and goes really fast? So, you know, but I do know this. Life sometimes happens, and sometimes people fall off the wagon, and sometimes people disappear. So here's my promise to you, okay? If you run, we run. If you walk, we walk. If you disappear, we disappear. I'm not going to hunt you down. I'm not going to beg you to do it. This is your life, your business, the people that you know that potentially could get helped. But we are always going to be here. This is not something that I'm going to quit next month. I've been at it 6 years, and our leaders have been at it a long time, and this is what we do. Many of them do it part-time like you. Some of them do it full-time like what I do. But 6 weeks, the daily assignments, holding yourself accountable to those assignments, because those assignments are your learning. They're your learning, right? And then on a weekly basis, we're going to have a video meeting, okay? Much like tonight. So every week, now here's what I would tell you is this. I think we have like 37 participants on tonight. So about half of the group is on here live, and half of the group will be listening to the recording. I understand if there's going to be a week or two where you can't be on the live call and you have to listen to the recording. Personally, I don't even want to record it, because I believe that when you show up live, you get more out of it because it's fresh. You're in the moment. It's like real time. And so you're more attentive to it with fewer distractions. Hopefully you guys are separating out this time every Tuesday night. It's going to be usually around 45 minutes of time, 30 to 45 minutes, where we're just going to do a simple lesson. Some weeks we will demonstrate some of the people skills that we're talking about so you can learn from our demonstration. Some weeks it's going to just be discussing the assignments and what you guys have learned and giving you some of our own thoughts on those things. But every week there's going to be some value brought to you. I can tell you that a lot of the learning is done during these live calls and these live meetings. It's where the light bulbs go off for people. I put literally, I don't know, 1,000 coaches through groups like this, maybe more, not just our coaches, but coaches from the network. And so I can tell you the ones that succeed, they're the ones that engage. They're the ones that ask the questions they need to ask to get the clarity they need on the topic. They're the ones who show up for the meetings. And they're the ones that just put their best foot forward. They're the ones that are willing to fail, right? You're going to have to fail a few times. So I would actually expect you to fail more than you succeed, especially starting out. So I want to take the pressure off of you guys that you don't have to go out and be perfect, but you just have to go out and do and learn through doing and learn through failing. So the weekly video meetings, we're also going to be doing personal development. So many of you know the 3 vital behaviors. We're going to talk about those in a second, but personal development, I want you to write this down, 3 vital behaviors, okay? This is one of the basics that we're going to be teaching you throughout the next 6 weeks. And I'm going to start introducing you now to those basics concepts and give you a little rundown of each one of those so that you know really what I think the most important things to focus on, that if you get out of this group and you master these things going forward, you're going to be good. But one of the 3 vital behaviors, the 3 vital behaviors are this. Number 1 is being a product of the product, okay? It simply means this, guys. You know, listen, you can't recommend a movie that you've never seen. You can't recommend a restaurant that you're not eating at. Well, it's hard to recommend a workout program or a challenge group when you're not pushing play and drinking Shakeology and doing it yourself. When you're not living it, you're less likely to talk about it, and you're less likely to help other people start it. So being a product of the product, first and foremost, is this. I mean, we're on a mission to reverse obesity in this country. So it really is our position that we need to live by example. It doesn't mean that you have to be at your after picture. I wasn't an after picture, and I haven't been perfect since my after picture, but we've continued to make exercise and nutrition part of what we do, and using Beachbody programs in order to help us achieve that goal, right? So being a product of the product is the first vital behavior. The second vital behavior is inviting. Okay, I want you to write that down, inviting, okay? And I'm going to talk about what we invite people to and all of those things. So Inviting people to join us, to join what we do. Let me just simplify what we do. We invite people to do two things, okay? We invite them to get started on their fitness journey, their health, weight loss, fitness journey, okay? And then we invite them to join us as coaches, the people like you who are ready to become coaches, right? We know that we need more coaches. So those are really the simple two things that we invite people to take a look at, invite people to consider, invite people to think about, invite people to join us in. Challengers and coaches, all right? So we call our customers challengers. That's what I call them. We invite them to challenge groups. So part of our system is challenge groups, okay? So gathering groups of people that are going to start a program together on a specific date. So I start one challenge group a month. So write that down, one challenge group a month, okay? And maybe starting out, you're going to try to get, at least 2 or 3 new challengers this month, okay? But a challenge group is simply this, okay? A challenge group, when they enroll with a challenge pack, so you want to write that down, challenge packs are part of our basics. So challenge groups and challenge packs. We always have to be thinking challenge groups, challenge packs, challenge groups, challenge packs. But challenge packs are basically the full solution. So here's what we know. We know that working out isn't enough, right? There's a lot of people that go out, they try to lose weight, they try to get fit, and they just work out all the time, but they eat like crap, and they're not surrounded by a community of support, right? We know that there's 3 pillars to their success on fitness. The first pillar is fitness, right? So we give them in this challenge pack a fitness program that's fully planned out. Many of you have used these fitness programs where it takes the guesswork out. We know that those programs work. And as long as they follow the calendar and follow those programs, they're going to get results on the fitness side. Okay, so fitness plus nutrition plus support equals success. And you want to really get familiar with this because this is really what I hate to use the word sell, but this is what we offer people, is the full solution to their fitness success. Fitness plus nutrition plus support equals success, okay? And so on the nutritional side, obviously they get the nutritional plan, they get the nutritional tools that are online, and then they get their daily dose of dense nutrition with their daily glass of Shakeology, which is life-changing. I mean, my mom's off her cholesterol meds after 20 years on Lipitor. She drank this stuff for 3 months and she's off her cholesterol meds. I know my wife during her whole pregnancy drank it because she knew that our baby was going to get the nutrition. And so I will tell you this, that our business is largely, as far as the income side goes, our nutritional products are really where coaches earn the residual money, right? Because when they're eating the bars or drinking the recovery drink or drinking the Shakeology, they're ordering it, multiple times versus a set of videos. I mean, I've had the same set of P90X videos for 7 years, right? And so we offer them the full solution in the form of a challenge pack. They get a discounted price versus if they bought it separately. But they get the fitness plus nutrition, plus they get the support. We understand this, that people become what they're surrounded with. Would you agree with that, right? And one of the reasons most people struggle out there in the real world is they're not surrounded by other people who are living and talking about health, fitness, and nutrition. So and they're trying to do it on their own, and they never have a chance to learn, they never have a chance to grow. So we want to get them into the group support. So they get the support of a coach, that would be you, plus a group of people, which would be our support groups that we build, right? They get the community of support. That is free to them. Okay, if they went directly to the company and bought the stuff, they're going to pay the same amount to the company, whether they get a coach or a group or not. We provide that as additional free for them to put them in our community. Okay, and so we start one challenge group a month, and we enroll people on challenge packs. I can't make it any easier than that. So that's the second vital behavior, inviting. The next thing you want to write down is this, the 5-step process and form, okay? The 5-step process and form. Those are part of the basics that you're going to be learning. We're going to demonstrate those live on calls where we role play the 5 steps. And so we understand this. Many of you will go out there and you'll try to help people. and you'll get frustrated because the people you're talking to aren't enrolling, okay? And you don't know why. You don't know what you're doing wrong. And so we want to show you a very simple process. That's 5 simple steps. We want to show you the right resources and videos that you can show them. And you're going to learn that throughout the course of the 6 weeks. You're going to be introduced to that in the next 1 to 2 weeks. But the 5-step process is something you're going to want to learn and master and get good at. It's something I do every single day. Whenever I talk to someone who is interested, I take them through this 5-step process. We're not going to teach you that exactly tonight, but that's going to be one of your assignments, and then we'll review it on a future call. The 5-step process and form, those are really the people skills that we're going to introduce you to. Okay, FORM, form. We're not going to teach you that tonight, but I want to give you a heads up that when those assignments come up, you really want to pay attention to those and learn those for the 5-step process and form. In fact, our team created the 5-step process and gave it to the entire network. Really, the challenge group system and the 5 steps all came from our team, and the whole network uses it now. So you can't be in a better team to learn it than the people that came up with it. That's how I look at it. So that's the second vital behavior, is inviting. So we have product of the product, right? Using the products. We have inviting. We invite to challenge groups, enroll in challenge packs. And we use something called the 5-step process and form in order to build better relationships with people and better help them, okay? The third vital behavior is personal development, okay? Personal development. So just like at your job, you guys are already accustomed to this idea of personal development. Just like at your job, you had to develop an understanding and skills that made you better at your job, right? Or at your career. It's the same in coaching, all right? And so we're going to introduce you guys to personal development. Personal development is just the study of skills or leadership or something that improves your skill set, something that improves your mental thinking, okay, and elevates your ability to go out there and do a better job. That's all. That's all personal development is. And so the first thing that we're going to do is this is a book called GoPro, okay, GoPro. You can get this on book. You can get it on audio. You can listen to it. In fact, I had one of the coaches who's a friend of mine that's going to be going through this. She's already listened to the first half of the audio in the last 3 days, okay? I can only tell you this, that in this book, so here's the thing. I mean, whether we like it or don't like it, we're in a business called network marketing. That's really the business that we're building. We just happen to be building a network marketing business with fitness programs and products that we completely love and would recommend to anybody at any time, right? Because we know it works. So we believe in the stuff, which is a bonus. But this is a book by a guy from this industry that has earned more than $15 million in network marketing. And in this book is just really all the basics. It really, I think, supports what we're going to teach you with form in the 5 steps, okay? But you want to pick up this book and you want to begin reading it. So personal development, just write this down, 10 pages a day or 20 minutes of audio a day. It's not that you have to sit down and spend hours reading, 10 minutes a day. We know that success isn't about doing everything all at once. It's about doing a little bit consistently over time. So we just want to get you guys used to feeding your mind with personal development. And we're going to do that starting out with GoPro, okay? So just like you push play on, on your fitness and you go do your push-ups, we also push play as coaches. We push play on our personal development on a consistent daily basis, okay? I will tell you right now, as a coach, and I think some of the other leaders would agree, if you really engage with personal development, my life has transformed more. As much as it transformed with the programs, my overall life has transformed even more through personal development. The relationships I have with people, whether it's friends or my wife, the way that I handle money. I used to be terrible with money. I've had to learn some money skills, money management skills, my leadership level, all of those things. Personal development can change your life even further than just our programs can, all right? So those are the 3 vital behaviors. Being a product of the product, inviting, okay? And then personal development. And then the list of basics would be challenge groups, challenge packs, the 5-step process and form, okay? And then I want to introduce you to, really so there's two ways to make money. I want you to write this down: Emerald and Success Club. Emerald and Success Club. Okay. Those are two things that you definitely want to be familiar with. All right. So there's two ways to make money in our business. Okay. The first is through retailing or enrolling challengers as customers. So let's say that you enrolled somebody on a P90X3 challenge pack, they would pay $205 and then you would earn $70, right? If you enroll somebody, let's say on the 21-day fix program as a challenge pack, they would pay $160 and you would get $50 for that. So every challenge pack has a level that they pay, and then we earn $50, $60, or $70 depending on the pack, right? So that's one way to make money. Then the other way to make money is through team building, right? That's where we invite people to become coaches with us. So like many of you, somebody said, hey, you might want to consider being a coach. Okay. And you guys said, yeah, I'd love to be a coach now. And so that's part of team building. The first step to team building, the first promotion that you can earn for yourself in our company. And the great thing about this business is this: we all start at zero, right? I started at zero. I had 0 coaches. I had 0 customers, just like many of you. Okay. But you will get paid your worth. How many of you feel like you go to a job and you work your butt off and you don't get paid what you're worth at your job, right? Well, in this business, you earn your promotions. You earn your rank advancements. You earn your higher level of income through retailing and team building, okay? So the first step to team building is getting to Emerald. So write this down: free customers. I want you to write that down: free customers. So we all know, so we have a company, Beachbody, okay, who spends $150 million a year in advertising, marketing, creating brand name recognition with programs like Insanity and P90X. So Uncle Carl, the guy that founded this company, he's out there running all of these commercials. And so they generate a ton of customers, right? Like literally, 1 million customers a year or something like that. You as a coach can qualify to get free customers from the company, okay? And there's two ways that we earn free customers. The first way is by getting to Emerald status, which is your first promotion. Emerald status is you're a coach. I'm teaching you the basics right here. So you're a coach, and then we have 2 legs as coaches. So basically we have 2 legs, a right leg and a left leg, okay? Once you get one of your own coaches that you've brought in and you get 2 of them, one on your right and one on your left, you rank advance to Emerald. And then, so let's say that you rank advance to Emerald before the end of this month. And I would set that as a goal if I were you. I would want to be Emerald as fast as possible, because if you get there this month, then you will get free customers next month. I think like this week I have like 4 free customers from the company, 3 or 4, something like that, right? But those are customers that call in from the commercials, okay? And when they call in, they're asked, would you like a coach? And if they say yes, then they assign those customers to coaches like me and you. And I've gotten free customers, I don't know, for 5 years. In fact, I was a free customer for my coach, and now our team, I don't know, my coach probably makes about, I don't even like to tell you this, but like thousands of dollars a week off of our team. But I was a free customer for her. So I've been getting free customers, I think, for like 6 straight years. And literally I've gotten, over 1,000 free customers during that time from the company. So those are customers that when they make future purchases, those are customers that we will show you how to reach out to, how to get in contact with, and what to do with them once you get in contact. You're going to learn what to do with them. How many of you would like to know what to do with people once you find them? That's really what we're going to show you, right? Hey, I can find people. I just don't know what the hell to do with them. You're going to learn that through this 6 weeks. We're going to show you what to do with them. How to take them from being interested to enrolling them, and then what to do with them once you get them enrolled. So the first way is to get to Emerald. The second set of free customers that you can earn is by hitting something we call Success Club, okay? Success Club is sort of our monthly marker. You're going to see in our large team that, we track how many Success Club points we have, and it can get kind of competitive. But if you earn 5 points in a month, you make Success Club, okay? And how you earn points is this. It's pretty simple. We talked about challenge packs, right? Every time you enroll a new customer or coach on a challenge pack, you earn 2 points, 2 for a challenge pack, right? If let's say they already have a program and all they need is their Shakeology, if they get on Shakeology Home Direct, you get 1 point for that person, okay? So 2 points for a pack, 1 point for Shakeology Home Direct. If you score 5 points in a month, so really 3 new people a month on a challenge pack, how many of you think that possibly you can maybe help 3 people a month get started on their fitness journey and get a challenge pack? So if you do that, 3 people a month, you're gonna make Success Club. So our best coaches are consistently in Success Club. I've been in Success Club for 48 straight months. So for 4 years, I've never missed Success Club. So Success Club is also a goal, right? That's also a goal. So the first goal is Emerald. Second goal would be Success Club. But when you hit Success Club, let's say you hit Success Club in March, you'll get a second set of free customers that are Shakeology customers. So these are people who have ordered Shakeology, and on their initial, you're going to get paid from their first order through however many orders they do. I mean, I get customers. I've got one guy, you know, that the company gave me. He orders 3 bags a month, so every month I'm making $90 off of this guy, right? And I've gotten in contact with him. I've offered for him to be a coach. He doesn't want to be a coach. He's perfectly happy just being a customer. Fine with me. I make my $90 a month, $97.50 a month. So just his one order pays for my Shakeology every month, right? How many of you would like to just get to the point where you're paying for your own stuff and you can do this for free on the side? So you can get there pretty quickly, okay? But you can get free customers those 2 ways. From being Emerald to making Success Club, you can get free customers. So those are really the basics, and that's what you're going to learn about. You're not going to master it all tonight. I just wanted to give you an introduction to what we do and make it really simple. So here's the first assignment that we're going to do with you guys is this. And maybe some of you already have a start date for a challenge group, right? But here's what we do is this. I have a start date every month for a challenge group. So we set a start date, okay? And then we look for people that want to get started on that date. It's pretty simple, right? So if I were you, my start date would be March 24th. That's 20 days from today, okay? So a start date, and then figure out what kind of group that you want to do. Personally, I think you're best to focus on one program, right? So let's say that's P90X3 or 21 Day. Right now, the 3 hottest programs that we start groups with are T25, P90X3, and then the 21 Day Fix would be the 3rd one, okay? So I would pick one of those 3 programs, and then I would focus on finding my first 3 people that want to get started on that program for that date, right? Does that make sense? So picking a start date, and then what we do is we go out there and we promote that and talk about it with people and see who might want to get started. One of the things, as long as, you know, for me, I start 1 challenge group a month. So I spend like my start group, let's say I start one on March 24th. What I'm going to do right now is go out there. I'm going to promote my challenge group, and we can show you how to promote that on your Facebook, right? I would promote it on my Facebook. I would also have a list of people, maybe people you've already spoken with about Beachbody, who's already asked you about the programs or what you're doing. Maybe it's people that you're close to that you think might want to get started or might know some people that want to get started, right? I would make a list of people. So that's an assignment that I'm going to give you, okay? I want you to make a list of at least 20 people that you can invite to your challenge group, okay? 20 people. All right. I already gave you some ideas of the type of people that you might be thinking about, right? People you've already spoken with, things like that. But making a list of people and then inviting those people. And we're gonna in the basics page, there is the 5-step process. There's a document with the 5-step process. Okay. And the first thing on that 5-step process is an invitation, which is how we invite people to join. Hey, you know, I'm a new coach. I'm starting my challenge group on March 24th. Do you know anybody that might be interested in getting started on their weight loss journey? So we can give you that message and you can make it your own and use it to invite people. But think about this. If you guys were going to start a party, let's say you were going to have a birthday party on March 24th, right? What would you do? You'd probably make a list of people that you wanted to invite, right? And then you'd send out invitations to them. And you would know this. If you sent out 20 invitations, you wouldn't have 20 people show up. You might have, 10 or 5 that actually showed up, right? Not everybody's going to be able to make the birthday party. Okay. But it's no different with challenge groups than it is if I'm going to put a birthday party together, or if I'm going to, host any, like a cookout in the summer. How would I do that? Right? If I were going to host a cookout or a birthday party, I'd probably start texting people, hey, can you make this party on the 24th, right? We're having a birthday party. Is that something that you'd be able to get to? It's no different with the challenge group. I'd be texting them. I'd be Facebooking them. I'd be, sending them cards, whatever I have to do to get the message out, right? Think of it this way. If you were going to open a restaurant, so you guys are opening your own business, right? Let's say you were going to open a restaurant in your hometown, right? And let's say that you put, $250,000 into this restaurant, right? How would you get the word out to make sure that at your grand opening that you had people showing up? You would advertise it, you would promote it, you would talk to people, everybody that you spoke with, you'd be like, hey, we're opening a restaurant, you should come and check it out. We'd love your opinion, right? All of those things. Well, it's the same thing here. The only difference is with this business is it doesn't cost you $250,000 to get started, right? It only costs you a couple $100 for your challenge pack to get started. So if you had $250,000 on the line though, you'd probably be telling as many people as you could, wouldn't you? You make sure that you didn't fail, right? So if you treat this like it cost you $250,000 to start as a coach, how would you treat coaching if it cost you $250,000 to start? I want you to think about that, because I promise you this: if you treat it that way, you're going to have a lot greater success. You're going to help a lot more people, and you're going to get further along the way. So, guys, listen, that's really the intro to what we're going to do. 6 weeks, daily assignments, starting your GoPro. You can get this on Amazon. I have copies here that I'd be happy to send you one for like $8 or $10 or whatever. Or you can download the audio online. But the author is Eric Worre, Worre. We'll be posting it in the page. You guys, we'll give you links to that. And then the list of basics, just knowing that these are the basics, challenge groups, challenge packs, the 5 steps, form, Emerald, and Success Club, and the 3 vital behaviors. And if you get through the 6 weeks and you master those simple things, you're going to be set up for greater success going forward. So, guys, I thank you for your time. I'm really excited for all of us to work with you guys over the next 6 weeks. I'm excited to see who gets through this and who does the best job and who's going to go help a lot of people. So, high fives. We'll talk to you guys in the page, and we will see you next Tuesday night. Good job. We'll talk to you later.